Hello students, welcome in that ROSE project. This project is conducted by Rai Shikshan Sanstha's Sadguru Gadge Maharaj College, Karad. This chapter is going to teach by myself. I am Mrs. Deshmukh NS. My subject is physics. In that lecture session, already we started rotational dynamics. In that, our 2 lectures are completed. Today we are going to start new lecture. In that lecture, we are going to discuss about the vertical circular motion. For that vertical circular motion, some types are there. Point mass undergoing vertical circular motion. That means this vertical circular motion is totally controlled by the gravity. Another is there, mass tied, in that 2 cases are there, mass tied to a string, another mass tied to a rod, and in that circular motion applications are there. 2 are there, sphere of the death, another is vehicle at the top of convex overbridge. In last session we discussed that last application of uniform circular motion and conical pendulum. Let me see next point one by one. First of all, we are going to see the definition of vertical circular motion and their types. See there, a body revolves in a vertical circle such that its motion at different points is different. Then the motion of body is said to be vertical circular motion. Most important thing we can understand, vertical circular motion means obviously it is a circular motion, but in that its speed not remains constant, so it is one of the non-uniform circular motion. See there, whenever body is revolving in vertical circular motion, that means body is revolving in circle but in xy plane. It is getting height also, and when body is revolving in that VCM, every time it is changing position. Once it will go at the top of the circular, at the top position, once it will go at bottom position, once it will come on horizontal position. So at a different position, the speed of the body and the tension in that string, it is going to changing every time. It will not remains constant, so it is called as a vertical circular motion, and that vertical circular motion is one type of non-uniform circular motion. A body revolves in a vertical circle such that its motion at different points is different than the motion of the body is said to be vertical circular motion. See there, in that vertical motion, what happen? Body is changing every time its position. So sometime it is in speed, sometime it will come at the top, sometime it will come at the bottom. So in this motion, there is an interconversion of energy. Kinetic energy going to convert it into gravitational potential energy, and gravitational potential energy is going to convert it into kinetic energy. In that vertical circular motion, 2 types are there. First type we are going to see here, controlled vertical circular motion. A vertical circular motion in which speed is either kept constant or not totally controlled by the gravity. That means in such type of vertical circular motion, its speed is either kept constant, speed is in the control, but this speed is not controlled by the gravity. That means in that there is no control of motion in the hand of gravity. It is going to, it may be kept constant, but it is not totally, whole control is not in the hand of gravity. And its familiar example is there, giant wheel is there. We know in that Ramoji Film City also there, in last 10 to 15 year, SL World was famous in Pune city. So in that we can see such type of games. Giant wheel is present there. We can understand. So this giant wheel can be started, can be stopped, its speed can be controlled. All things we can understand. Now let me move towards our next type. In that vertical circular motion, it is controlled by the gravity. We can understand. Vertical circular motion controlled by the gravity. Simple, vertical circular motion is controlled only by gravity. Its example is shown in the diagram. See there, one string is there. That string is, one end is tied to the ball and another end is taking in hand. And if we are going to revolve in such a way that we can get the vertical circular motion. But in this case, when that object is present at the lowest point, that means bottom position, at that time we have to supply essential energy, necessary energy. When first of all we are giving energy to that ball, to that sphere, afterward it is going to governed its entire kinetics by the gravitational force. So here initially supply the necessary energy at the lowest point, then onwards the entire kinetics is governed by the gravitational force. Let me move. We can understand that two types, and from that two types we got the difference in between them. Let me move in that. So here we can understand one video we can see. By that video we will get idea about the vertical circular motion. See there, in that video a person is holding bucket in his hand. See there that in that bucket water is present there. He is revolving that bucket in vertical circular motion. Now bucket is at topmost position. On that position two forces are there: force due to tension, force due to gravity. As the bucket is revolving, the two forces are in downward direction, and their net force is the centripetal force. The both are giving the centripetal force. As the bucket is changing its place, the direction of that two forces are going to changes. Now at the top they both are in the same direction in downward. When the bucket will come at the bottom position, the two forces changing their direction, tension is towards the center and G is vertically downward direction. And in horizontal position, now again they are showing the forces and their net force is the centripetal force. And when the bucket is going to change its position, horizontal position, they both are perpendicular to each other. We can see the direction of that forces, they both are perpendicular to each other. In such way, as the bucket is changing its place, on the bucket forces are present, that forces also changing their direction. So here we will get the idea about that vertical circular motion. Now we are going to see one by one when the object is present at the topmost position and when the object is present at the bottom position, which forces are there, that we can say one by one. See, first of all, point mass undergoing vertical circular motion. That means here we are taking one point mass. That point mass is connected to a string, and this vertical circular motion of that point mass is controlled by the acceleration due to gravity. For that diagram is shown there. Now first of all we are going to see some description from that diagram one by one. See, the mass is tied to the string, so that mass, that small bob having the mass m, r is the vertical radius. We can understand in that we are going to discuss three position: topmost position, bottom position, midway position. Va, velocity at topmost position, then Vb, velocity at bottom position, and Vc, velocity at midway position. In textbook two positions are given for horizontal, means midway position, C and D. I am going to take only single C. Next is there, similarly we have to find out the tension at topmost position, tension at bottom position, and tension at horizontal position. So for that, Ta, tension at topmost position, Tb, tension at bottom position, Tc, tension at midway position. Now here we can see all the derivation one by one. First of all we are going to see the topmost position. See there, first of all one bob is there. That bob is tied to a massless, inextensible, flexible string. Here the characteristics of the string is a massless, inextensible, flexible, and that we are revolving that string. So string perform vertical circular motion. That means that bob which is attached to that string, it is going to perform vertical circular motion. We know that vertical circular motion is one of the non-uniform circular motion. Now we can see that when the bob is performing vertical circular motion, at every places on the bob two forces are present there. First is the force due to its weight mg. That force is vertically constant, and always this force is vertically downward and it remains constant. But another force is due to the tension. Why? The bob is tied to the string, so the tension is along the string, and as that bob is revolving in a circular motion, every time its magnitude is going to changing periodically. Okay, now let me see the next point. See there, when the bob is present at the uppermost position on that bob, two forces are present there. So first is the force due to weight mg, it is vertically downward force. Another one is there, force due to tension ta along the string downward direction toward the center. Now here the resultant force is the centripetal force. So that two forces mg is shown by red color arrow, that t is shown by the violet color arrow. So that two are in downward direction and their net force is the centripetal force. It is toward the center of the vertical circular motion, vertical circle. Now next point we are going to see here. See, we understand that centripetal force is controlled, otherwise balanced by the two forces, force due to weight mg and force due to tension. So we wrote here by writing equation first. See there, T is equal to, the equation is present in diagram also, T is equal to mv square upon r minus mg. Here also we written that mg plus t, mg we are taking at that side, mg plus ta is equal to mva square upon r. Va speed at the topmost position, ta tension at the topmost position. Now see the next thing is there, we can find the equation for that tension. Ta is equal to mva square upon r minus mg. Okay, now what happened when the bob is present at the topmost position? In that, when it is reaching at the topmost position, the tension is going to vanishes from that string and string becomes slack. So at that position, the value of tension will become minimum, it is a 0. Ta is equal to 0. When the Ta becomes 0, then our first equation is going, you can put the value of the Ta in first equation or second equation. So by putting the value of tension Ta is equal to 0, we get V minimum is equal to in root Rg. You can understand, simple mathematical steps are there. Let we move toward the next. When the bob will come at the bottom position, first of all we will see which forces are present on that bob. Already we know whenever the bob is revolving in vertical circular motion, always two forces are present there, force due to weight mg, force due to tension. But as its position is changing, the forces direction also going to change. See their bottom position, force on the bob, force due to mg vertically downward. Next is their force due to tension tb along the string in upward direction. Now that two forces at bottom position, they are vertically opposite to each other. Now see there, but their resultant is the centripetal force. Still they are opposite to each other, but their resultant is the centripetal force. By writing the equation for bottom position, Tb minus mg is equal to mvb square upon r. Tb is the tension of bob at bottom position, Vb is the speed of the bob at bottom position. They both are opposite to each other, so we are getting that equation. Here one another also equation I kept here because we want to take the reference of that equation. So V minimum I am showing here because this value we have to use in next equation. Now see there, what happened when bob is coming at bottom position, that means bob, first of all bob is present at the top. When it is coming from top to bottom, what happened, there is a conversion of gravitational potential energy. When it is coming from top to bottom, its gravitational potential energy is going to decreases, and that gravitational potential energy is going to convert it into kinetic energy. But height, what is about the height? We know vertical circle is there, that vertical circle having the radius r. When the bob is coming from top to center means midway position, that time its distance is r. When it is coming from center to bottom, the distance become again r. That means the distance in between topmost position and bottom position is twice r. Here we know conversion is there, that means that gravitational potential energy is equal to kinetic energy. But here we are taking the difference in between the kinetic energy of the topmost position and kinetic energy of the bottom position. When Bob is present at top position, what is the kinetic energy? When Bob is present at topmost position and at bottom position, what is kinetic energy? And from that two kinetic energy we are finding the difference, and so here we can write that gravitational potential energy is equal to difference in between the kinetic energy of a bob at top position and at bottom position. It is coming from top to bottom. That means top position is the initial position and bottom position is the final position. So mgh, gravitational potential energy, but the total displacement is twice r, so h is replaced by twice r, is equal to kinetic energy at bottom position minus kinetic energy at topmost position. So 1/2 mvb square minus 1/2 mva square. By putting this value and whatever the common they are taking out, and by doing that substitution, same mathematical step is there. Vb square minus va square is equal to 4rg. Now here we have to use equation number 3, equation number 4. So I kept there in equation 5. We get the speed at the bottom position vb minimum is equal to in root 5rg. Now we are subtracting the equation 1 from the 4. Same equation, you can see the both equation on both in diagram also. T is equal to T mv square r minus mg. Another T is equal to mv square. First is T is equal to mv square upon r minus mg. Another T is equal to mv square upon r plus mg. In that only difference is the direction, because at top position mg is down vertically downward toward the center, and at bottom position again mg is vertically downward but not toward the center. By arranging this and putting the value, we will get the difference in between the tension at top and tension at bottom. Ta minus Tb minus twice mg is equal to m upon r in bracket Vb square minus Va square. So again we are using the equation number 5 and rearranging the equation, we will get Ta minus Tb is equal to 6 mg. That means difference in between the top position and bottom position, difference in tension at top position and tension at bottom position, it is 6 mg. We are getting this value. So in this way we got the value for the tension at bottom position and the velocity at bottom position. Similarly, we can find out the velocity of a bob when the string is at horizontal position. We can understand a horizontal position. See that two same positions in textbook C, they are going to refer C and D. See, when the bob is present at horizontal position, on that bob two forces are there. First is the force due to weight mg vertically downward. Another is due to tension C and D position. In that position, the force due to weight mg and the force due to tension, they both are perpendicular to each other. See, tension T is along the string in horizontal toward the center, vertical center, and the resultant of that two forces are the centripetal force. Here we are not solving all the mathematical part. In last two cases, bottom and top, already we completed the similar mathematics. So by using the same steps, we got directly, see the difference in between the tension at midway position and the top position. These values are Tc minus Ta is equal to Td minus Ta is equal to thrice mg. Also similarly, we found that velocity at horizontal position is equal to in root thrice rg. So we can say Vc minimum and Vd minimum is equal to in root thrice rg. Now another thing is the whenever the particle is revolving in vertical circular motion, some positions are arbitrary position. That means these positions are not in our control. At such position, what happen? The two forces, force due to weight mg and force due to tension, they are neither in the same direction or nor their directions are perpendicular to each other. Some situations are there when the body is going to perform vertical circular motion. In these cases, the tangential component of weight, it is going to changing the direction of the bob when it is revolving in vertical circular motion. See, when the bob is revolving from bottom position to top position, its speed is going to decreases, and when the bob is coming from top to bottom, its speed is going to increases. So this way we completed the vertical circular motion of a bob when the bob is present at the top position, at bottom position when the bob is present in horizontal position, and also we discuss about the when bob is performing a vertical circular motion, arbitrary positions are there. Okay, now let me move toward the next type, in that the mass tied to a rod. Already we saw that the mass tied to a string. Now here we are not going to find out the expression and all these things. Here only we are going to see some steps are there in that mass tied to the rod. Here first of all we should know their diagram. So I am waiting for the diagram. See there, the mass tied to a rod. First we learn mass tied to a string. So rod, you can understand in that diagram it is shown when it is revolving how rod is there. Now what happened, the basic difference in that mass tied to the rod and mass tied to the string. In the case of string required tension at different places, and also in case of a string one thing is there, when the mass is tied to the string at topmost position, its tension is vanishes, the string becomes lax. It is the minimum position required in case of the string, but in case of rod it is not required, because rod is one of the rigid bodies. So at topmost position we can say zero speed is possible. Also another, we are going to compare here some values. See there, the minimum speed at topmost position is 0 in both cases. The minimum speed at bottom position in case of rod is equal to in root 4 rg. It will become 2 into in root rg. In case of a string it is in root 5 rg. When the bob is at horizontal position in case of a string, its velocity is in root thrice rg, and in case of a rod its value is equal to in root 2 rg. But I think in both cases the difference in between the tension at lowermost position and tension at topmost position is equal to 6 mg. In both places it is similar. Now let me move toward the next point, application of a vertical circular motion. It is one of the application is spear of the death. See there, in circus it is a popular show is present in that. It is one of the halo spear. In that halo spear the bike riders are present there. The bike riders are taking rounds in that halo spear, starting by a small circle. Afterward they are increasing the circle. They are increasing the circle. Now in that what happened, the bike riders, they are revolving, starting their riding by small circles. So in this case, as they are starting to revolve in a larger circle, the radius of that larger circle is more than the smaller circle. So for the larger circle the linear velocity is more, and see there, for the smaller angular velocity is less for that smaller circle. Here when it is, we know the relation in between angular velocity, linear velocity and radius vector also. See there, when the bike rider is revolving in a larger circle, that time its linear velocity is more, but when it is revolving in that larger circle, angular velocity is less. So there is a basic difference. See there, the same dynamics also present in that, as like the when the bob is a small mass is tied to a string. See there, just now we discussed about the vertical circular motion. In that mass tied to a string, their dynamics and the bike rider which is present in that halo sphere, the dynamics are same. Only difference is that when the bike rider is present in that hollow sphere, the force is due to normal reaction, and when Bob is connected to the string, in this case, the force is due to the tension. Only difference is same here. Another thing is there, the conical, whatever the dynamics are, principles are present in that conical pendulum, same principle also we can get in case of the sphere of a death. Let we move toward our last application. This is the last application of vertical circular motion when vehicle at the top of the convex overbridge. We can understand this concept by watching the diagram. See there, it is a convex overbridge, and at the top of convex overbridge, the vehicle is going to present. On that vehicle, two forces are there. The force due to normal reaction, it is in upward direction. Another is there, the force due to weight mg, it is vertically downward direction. See the normal reaction along the vertical line, so we can understand the normal reaction is also vertical, weight mg is also vertical, but they both are in opposite direction to each other. Now next is there, still they are vertical and opposite to each other. Their centripetal force, their resultant force is the centripetal force, and that centripetal force is a vertically downward force. Now we can see this v is the speed of the vehicle at topmost point. It is a convex overbridge, that means it is as like a circular path, it having the radius r. We can say r is the radius of the curvature. Next thing is there, as we understand the direction of forces which are present on the vehicle, and vehicle is present at the top of the convex bridge, as per the direction we can form one mathematical equation for that. Mg minus n, they both are opposite to each other, but they togetherly giving the centripetal force mv square upon r. Okay, by this we can get. Another thing is there, we know normal reaction, it is going to indicate the point of contact. As the speed is increases, that normal reaction is going to decreases. What I am saying, speed, v is the speed at the top of convex overbridge. As the speed increases, the n goes on decreasing. What is the n? N is the point of, it is the indication of point of contact. Vehicle is present on the road, so point of contact. As the speed is increases, the vehicle is going very fast at the top of convex bridge, that time that n is going to decreases. So if we are going to put, if n is equal to 0, see there, n is equal to 0, that means mg is equal to mv square r, mv square upon r. Both side m is going to cancel, so g is equal to v square upon r. We have to find out v. It will be, v is increasing, so v will maximum, v is equal to in root rg. So this is the last application of the vertical circular motion when the vehicle at the top of the convex over bridge. Okay, in this way, in today's lecture we completed what is the meaning of vertical circular motion. The there are two types are there. Their examples also we see. Afterward, the vertical circular motion of a mass tied to the string. We discuss about the tension of that mass when that mass tied to the string, it is revolving in vertical circular motion. The tension and velocity at topmost position, tension and velocity at bottom position, as well as tension and velocity at midway position. Also we discussed the arbitrary position. It is one of the position, it is not under the it is a, we can say, uncontrolled position when the particle is revolving in vertical circular motion. Also we completed the two applications are there. First is the sphere of the death. It is most of the popular application from that circus which forces on that bike rider. And last one is the vehicle at the top of convex overbridge. In this way, we completed today's our all point. I hope you understand that properly. Okay, now we are going to stop here. Okay, thank you so much.